Hey everybody, welcome back to Northernlion plays Slay the Spire. Challenges going relatively okay right now. I don't know why I got a voice like this. I was thinking that what would be... I mean, there's only there's several, or only a few challenges left. I mean the opposite of several. There's 6, one of them we don't know, one of them's under 20 minutes. 9 plasma, 999 block, and then relics. Like 1 relic, I should say. So I think 999 block seems the most sensible to me next. Give me a rare relic. Literally, I was just about to say, you're obviously hoping that it's calipers. Alrighty then. So what do we need on top of the existing setup that we already have? A lot. Still a lot, to be honest with you. Entrench, upgraded times as much as possible. Huge blocks. Flame barrier, okay, and there it is, hello. I mean, you need barricade as well. You might be able to make it work without barricade, but it would be like a landmark performance to not need barricade to get to 999 block in a single turn. Not saying it's impossible, just saying it's probably unlikely. But definitely entrench as many as possible, also upgraded. Plus barricade seems strong, and of course, why wouldn't I take body slams? You know, if we're gonna possibly get to the point where we have 999 block in a single turn, you're probably aware of the fact that body slam seems like it would be a pretty sweet upgrade on top of all the things we got going on there. Go ahead and hit me for 4, which takes me to the point where I won't have enough HP to be on max HP, but who really cares for the present moment? You do have to think that maybe corruption plays a role in this as well, but for real, I'm thinking it's plausible we actually just won't need it. And I know that seems so presumptuous as to make your head spin with the hubris that I have right now, but I truly believe it. I'll also say you're probably like, what the heck are you doing? Why are you taking so many, body slams? You don't even have a dangle block yet. Like, all you got are regular defense and the... This is fine. Regular defense and flame barrier. Whilst you are correct. I mean, full stop. I don't really have anything else to say. I'm going to take Preserved Insect, just to make our next elite fights easier. But we're really, I hope it's obvious. We're obviously searching for... If we're only going to fight 1 elite, let's do it on this path. The entrenches. Like, short of some kind of miraculous series of events occurring, I really don't see us getting to 999 block without having at least a couple of entrenches. I mean, Anchor is also hilariously great for us trying to do this challenge. For real, take my gold this time. We've already invested a little bit too much HP. I will anger you, though it pains me a great deal to do so. And the reason being, getting these upgrades is super nice. Please give me the opportunity to snag entrench. I beg it of you. I honestly don't think this guy is going to be that big of a deal, even though he is pretty much the specific hard counter to our setup. We're going to pop those 2 out there and then hit him, hit him, hit him. We might want to use a fire potion, but I'm skeptical it's even going to be necessary. Easiest fight of my life. I mean, of course, I feel like double tap huge body slam works really well, but if we don't have to do it, let's not worry about it, because I don't want the deck to get too far out of hand. It's a little bit early, and it's still already a little bit extreme as far as card growth goes. Mind you, I mean, we do have 3 upgraded body slams already. So, I mean, we've only been playing for 4 minutes. I think this is definitely worth it here. Having played for... I mean, the run has basically just begun. What are our odds of winning the run? I would say very good. The deck seems very strong right now. No, let's run the numbers. If I play this, I will have 3 block next turn. Is that correct? I'll go to 24, go down to 18, lose 15. I'll have 3 block. 3 block strikes me as being much less relevant. If I had 4, it might save me an energy. Oh no, he's doing 10 damage. I was totally off. So we'll do the same thing. We'll go to 10 block, and then you can hit him with one of these. Or 13 block, I should say, because one of the defends was upgraded. Draw. No defends and 3 body slams, you cowards. Okay, well, we'll still play them just to get closer to Pen Nib. I mean, the guy's not going to kill us. He might hurt us a little bit. Our odds, what I was going to say, though, is our odds of winning the run, very high. Our odds of getting 999 block are, as of right now, presently unknown. Sorry, I woke up a little hoarse this morning, I suppose, for whatever reason. This turn kind of is the moment of truth, but, I mean, he's only doing 24 damage. I think you really just hit him with one of these. We can obviously kill him with the potion. The only question is whether or not we even have to use the potion. I would much rather not. The fire potion is super useful. So there's no reason to do so yet. But 23 damage in a single turn is not that easy. Okay, here you go. Congrats. You know what? You made me use it. More power to you. I think this is one of those situations we probably choose nothing. But maybe Dark Embrace could actually fit the archetype of the run a little bit. I have to, if we're going to take an energy relic, I have to take Coffee Dripper out of all these. I know it's scary, but it's also Ascension 0, so I'm not actually afraid. Things could go wrong, but we do have Burning Blood. You know, that's kind of, that's what I'm hoping is going to make part of the difference for me here. So what do we need in this deck? Well, there are a great many things that would certainly be useful. I should have drawn, because, yeah, we had a really good chance, a 50-50 chance to get a body slam. Turns out we wouldn't have gotten it, but still. 21 damage. Well, we will do a strategy I call playing all of the cards in your hand, and it appears to have worked out pretty well. We don't need any of these. Receive bash and store a card. I could take a bash and put the curse in there, but it seems like a coward's approach. So we're really, I think, obviously if we could get Barricade, like that changes things greatly, but short of Barricade, 2 entrenches and very, very long fights could get me where I need to go. But you can see, like, so far, at least for Ascension 0 standards, the deck is working pretty nicely. I do not see an entrench. So I am going to spend, assuming we don't have a shop coming up. Yeah, not for a while, at least. And I'm going to cut some of these basic strikes, just so we have the space in the deck to be able to hold the entrenches we want to get later. We do have some problems with this deck, by the way. Let me see, hold on. 16, and then this would do 8, and then these would do... Oh, it wouldn't be at 16, it would be at 26. So we definitely want to play these. Then the only question is, 26 times 2 is 52. Wouldn't we rather, like, kill the unit that has exactly 52, and then bash you in the hopes of killing you next turn with a very similar, you know, turn archetype at the end of the day? I don't know if we're actually keeping... No, we'll go down to 0 block, but this guy's going to be real close to death. So, I think the rule of thumb seems to me to be, if you have the opportunity to play blocks and you have at least 1 body slam, you always play the block. Well, not always, I guess, because in that case, the block was unupgraded, but most of the time, you know, you get the general gist of it. We're feeling it out here. You know, I do think Ghostly Armor is pretty good. We've only added 1 block to this deck, so... And if we choose not to play it, we choose not to play it. But we probably will play it just about every time it appears. You know... It's extremely weak, but... I feel like a poison potion, that's kind of like that's what you expect out of a poison potion, is like a little bit of value. Now, 56, it's not inconceivable, I think, for us to kill you next turn. Although I would definitely describe it as being unlikely. I'd rather do 6 damage, for sure. And then this is 36. We only have to hit you for 11 next turn. Dude, we have a great deck. I would love to see Entrench. It doesn't have to be Barricade, just Entrench. I do want AoE, don't get me wrong, but I'm nervous. Even if on the surface I look calm and ready to drop bombs. But I keep on forgetting what I wrote down. The whole crowd, etc., etc. 23, let's shoot for another block if we can. I guess we'll go weakness and vulnerability. Also seems very good. There's 34 damage. 34 damage. Sure. I mean, that's with 1 potion's use. So, you'll forgive me, but I'm feeling pretty stacked here. I think I'll just bash strike. You're dead next turn. So, we still... I know you're watching this and you're like, NL, this is, you know, more power to you, brother. This is a great run. When are you going to get 999 block? It's a great question. I feel like it's one of those things where, when we, but I should say if, of course, but if we get, the wombo combo necessary to make this tick. By the way, why didn't I remove the curse last time? But whatever. If we get the wombo combo necessary to make this tick, it's gonna happen real quickly. So we'll go from, like, in my estimation at least, we'll go from not being able to, you know, have any block at all, essentially. I don't know, Rage actually might fit here. Not being able to get over, you know, the low double digits of block. Let's put it that way. I'll still hit you. But I am going to use this. And then, like, very, very shortly after that fact, be able to maybe have a shot to start getting ridiculously overpowered. I mean, we're only 12 minutes in, and the run is going, like, extremely well. I don't think we need... Like, a second battle trance scares me a little bit. We've engaged in a lot of combat here, and it's still, like, it's hunky-dory. Now, the only reason I would want to swap here is because we could actually change... Like, if I could play Strike Body Slam, what would be the benefit of that? Well, if we could kill 2 targets... Or if we could kill 1 target and then put this damage on another target, it might be more valuable. But nobody has 44 HP or less, so I think that's actually irrelevant in our current situation. So instead... Who's our boss? Okay, so the Explosion Potion was essentially useless against that guy to begin with. Yo, this is unbelievably strong. We might as well strike first, and these are at 43. Oh my god, so, I mean, they're both dead. We didn't need to use the potion, probably, but it is what it is. Okay, remove a card from my deck, or, I mean, I don't know, give me gold? A relic is also great. I'm never going to complain about that. Happy Flower, oh, come on! There's nothing I can do, dude, etc., etc. Well, whenever you're making this fight look like a joke, you know you're probably doing okay in the whole scheme of things here. These guys, they usually take a little bit of your HP away. You know what? I will say I'm feeling like I'm a genius for having taken Coffee Dripper. We didn't even come close to taking any damage on this floor here. And our deck is like, I don't know, it's already almost fully upgraded except for our basics. At least we get to roll the block over. That's the only thing I can say. We get to roll 3 block over, and we don't take damage. This turn, we are going to take damage. That's an unfortunate, that's a conundrum. I'm gonna waste the pen nib to hit you. It's a little weak. Now, the body slam is free. I think we go 21 block, then I gotta think. You know what? The block, I mean, it benefits you later, so... Like, you get to keep it with calipers, so why not add as much as possible while it's also adding damage as well? Rolling over 9 block. Not a ton, by the way, but some. Rolling over 17 block. We might need to have a big block turn for when he changes, but we'll see. I mean, this is pretty much exactly what this deck is supposed to do. In fact, he will never get a chance to do damage to us because he'll be killed next turn in all likelihood. Okay, you'll be killed the turn after next turn in all likelihood. I'm embarrassed because this is like, it's such an easy run right now. But there's, oh, this is amazing. Not that we weren't going to kill him anyway, but it's such an easy run right now. And yet... Even still, even with those, we didn't get what we're looking for. And, you know, I guess we'll go for the better Burning Blood, but we super duper need entrenches here. Or Barricade for that matter, or there's like literally no chance, but... It's hard for me to feel entitled about this one. Like, I don't think that's the word that I would use, but I'm like, I'm playing so well, where's my block? But, you know, this is the kind of challenge where you actually, I guess to some extent, you don't actually know how well you're doing on it until you're there. You're dead, thankfully. We'll get closer to Pen Nib. So yeah, I mean, I'm holding out high apple pie in the sky. I hope that I got a real chance of redemption on this one, but I also, I recognize that, you know, nothing on this run is guaranteed except for the fact that, you know, in all likelihood we're going to win. If you consider that relevant whatsoever, then, you know, that's great news, but the reality of the situation right now, sadly, is that it's looking a little bit more unlikely than I would like that we're going to be able to do anything beyond that point. So we benefit the most from keeping like 2, 3 ideally, but 2 realistically as close to death as possible, so that we can just, well, actually, you know what? I think we might want to do that. Get as much block as possible. 18, this is 37 versus 18. We'll roll over like 2 block, but I can't really hit you anyway. I guess I'll just kill you. Because you need a decent attack next turn. You need a couple decent attacks. So I think we'll go yas, 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 yas. It worked fine. We could have calculated it a little bit better. I do think Shrug works not because it's block. That's just a nice helper. Dude, I don't know. Self-forming clay might help as well. Not because it's block, but because it's draw. I think the draw is the big thing. And we might even want to keep it going with another Shrug. But I think instead I'm just going to remove the Parasite. And you might be like, metallicize, but I don't know. I think the energy... well, you know I'm not really that big of a fan of metallicize to begin with. And I get lambasted for it in the court of public opinion, but... You know, my 2 cents is very simple. Why would I pay 1 energy for 3 block per turn times infinity when I could happily pay 1 energy for 5 block per turn once? But I don't know, I've never... I was being facetious, of course, but I've like never hit the point with metallicize where I was like, oh, thank God for that. I think it's because it has a more subtle impact, you know? You don't notice yourself. I mean, of course, like it seems like this and this could add to the deck, but we don't really have energy problems, so. It's, you know, you're more likely, I guess, is the way that I'll phrase it, to feel like... You know, when if you get hit for 10 instead of 13, you're not like, oh good, I only got hit for 10. Most of the time, at least I am. I'm like, oh crap, I got hit for 10, like a dummy. So metallicize might be saving you, you know, a lot of HP over the course of any given fight, but the way that I tend to look at it is just like, well, it didn't help me perfect that fight, so who cares? And it's a very, I mean, obviously it's not the right way to live your life, but I do think you can make a case for an upgraded True Grit in this case, and the main value is that we used it to pull basic strikes out of our deck, maybe even basic defense. If nothing else, it's been a fun run just from the perspective of we're only gonna play blocks this turn. Well, we're only gonna play things that could help us block. Let's put it that way. Because we have Pen Nib available. I know we're gonna take some damage, but life goes on. We'll shrug. I was just gonna say Rage is really good, but where do you want to go with this? Probably Body Slam, Strike, Body Slam, Body Slam. Easy enough. A lot of fun stuff coming out here, but not a whole lot of stuff we can actually work with to get to 999 block. What I was gonna say is, if nothing else, this deck has been like a really nice reminder that your boy, who is me, now really does respect the small deck. Look at this, we're at 18 cards. That's the good stuff. I mean, I'll take the special relic, but the reality is we only have 4 unupgraded cards in our whole deck to begin with, so, you know, I doubt you need me to finish the sentence. The whole point is there's not really a whole heck of a lot of recourse for us to begin with, and moreover, I'm worried about like drawing Pain, for example. 51 damage. Oh, that's just enough to kill you. Ms. the Sculpus, sir. You know I'm looking at the goofy side of things now, too. And I'm going like, you know, maybe somehow, just trying to see if I can get like an ideal Pen Nib sort of attack on you, but I don't think this. I think we're gonna have to do it like that, and we're fine. You know, maybe with self-forming clay, we could somehow hurt ourselves to the point where we could make it work, but I'm pretty sure that at the end of the day, what this run is gonna end up being is a very good, very fast. I mean, this was almost like speedrun territory, which is ironic, I guess, or at least coincidental in some way. But I really, you know, short of a miraculous shop at the end, I think is pretty unlikely that we're gonna get the 999 block we were looking for. I don't know, it seems like this is very, I don't want to say dependent, because it makes it seem like it's a negative thing, or like it's based on RNG. There are relics we could get that would give us a better chance of getting our run-enabling cards, like Barricade, for example. Like if we could get Inloth's relic, if that's even how you pronounce it at all, that would let us get there. Or it would give us a better chance to get there, rather. Just thinking this one through. And apart from that, I mean, I really don't see another line on this run that lets us get there, to be honest. It has to be an entrench on this shop, and since it doesn't exist, I'm not mad. I really am not. Like, it's been a fun run, and it's been a real quick one. There's no doubt about that. But yeah, we're not gonna get what we were looking for specifically, which was 999 block. In fact, we didn't even really come close at all to 999 block. But it was a fun Ascension Zero run. And can I just say, at the risk of sounding like I'm, you know, perhaps tooting my own horn, please, God, draw blocks. I just want to thank you. At the risk of tooting my own horn ever so slightly, I think we did a really good job today. Sincerely did a really good job today. 13, 11. I'm still going to exhaust a basic strike, believe it or not. Just don't think it's worth all that much. We have Pen Nib for the next turn with 5 block left over. Amazing. Well, this does take us where we need to go, but it kind of ruins Pen Nib. But we don't really have that much coming out next turn anyway. We have, like, no blocks next turn, I guess is what I mean. Anyway, I haven't finished, like, a single train of thought I've had over the course of this entire run. Suffice it to say, I'm happy with my performance, although I did just almost dipped down below 50% of my remaining HP. I'm confident that even though these sons of guns are gaining a staggering amount of strength per turn, you know, we're going to be there. We're going to get them. There's no doubt in my mind. Mostly because it would be far too embarrassing for us to fail. Very happy with Shuriken, by the way. He's doing a wonderful job. This would be a great turn to absolutely destroy you. We will play it, probably. 30, that'll leave us at 15 block for the next turn. Yeah, I mean, I'd rather... In, like, every circumstance, I would rather ensure that we have 15 block next turn than do, like, an extra 5 damage. So... Pretty good body slam, too. Oh, this is the dream. So, do we play Bash? Probably not. I think we just go double up on that. How much damage? You're doing 38 damage. That's very little, to be honest. Okay, well, I mean, I guess I'll exhaust a defend just to get one extra block out of the situation. Now I'm looking at it and I'm like, what if we just kept putting up block against this guy? You think we'd have a chance? 40, this will take us to 20. No, like, we probably, I don't know, dude, let's try to let it ride. Why not, right? If we could just exhaust enough cards that we only draw enough block to stay ahead of this guy, I guess the answer is why not. But I really think that, I mean, I don't care if we die on the run. My number one concern is just making it through the challenge, obviously, but like... I just genuinely, I mean, this is the kill. Just imagine we did it. I just genuinely don't think we have a real opportunity to get to 999 block, even if we... So, like, this will take us to 60. You're doing 38, 22. It leaves us at 7 block. It can't be done. We're, again, one entrench. One entrench wins this run. You know, like that Foo Fighters song. One entrench, don't wanna give you one entrench. Anyway. It was a fun run. We didn't quite get what we wanted to do, but life goes on. For now, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, click the like button. Helps out a great deal. Of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. For now, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. See ya!